बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण, है आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन। देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, कर ले अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज निहाले, परम पिता का प्रेम पात्र बन कर तू शुभ वर पाले। किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, को जा मन में मगन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा।
सब बोलिए श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्री आदिशक्ति जय। God, friends, relatives of the deceased, first of all, on behalf of the family, let me take this opportunity to cordially welcome each and every one of you to what we commonly will call a funeral service, but it is really the Antishti Sanskar, one of the main sanskars that as an individual we all have to go through from life to death. Antishti Sanskar is the final sanskar, the funeral rites. Despite the circumstances, how unfortunate it is, we have to understand that that is something that each and every one of us, no matter who we are, whether you're a king, whether you're a beggar, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're Hindu, Christian, or Muslim, that does not matter. As long as you take birth, death is certain to come. Lord Krishna declares this in Bhagavad Gita. You know, many a times as family members especially, we share the sentiment that if the ambulance they come in time, and if the doctor they do more, and if this one they do and that one they do, our brother will still be alive. And the reality is, our scripture declares, all death needs is an excuse. All death needs is an excuse. Nobody dies before time. There is nothing like untimely death. We might think he looks very young, so you know what? He died before time. It don't work so. According to our karma, that is what determines how long we live in this world. And the fact that no one knows how long we have again, that is why we declare, live each moment as though it is your last. The bhajan says, what you have to do tomorrow, do it today. What you have to do today, do it now, for tomorrow may never come. So at this point in time, the judgment has already prepared herself for the beginning of this ceremony. I ask each and every one of you to kindly stand for a moment as we remember him. Taking his correct name in your mind, those of you who know his correct name, take that name as we pour our hearts this morning to Bhagwan Krishna. That, oh Lord, no one in this world is perfect. We all make mistakes. And therefore, oh Lord, if while our dear brother was in this world, if he would have fallen short in any way, if he have made any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, oh Lord, recognize you to be the compassionate Lord. This morning, we ask of you to have compassion upon that soul. Give his wife, give the family members that strength and courage that they so need at this point in time. So in our own way, let us all join in prayer. Hari Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bolo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabhyam Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Megavaranam Subhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Vidyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayaranam Sarvalokayekanatam. Hari Om. Yam Brahma Varunindra Rudra Maruta Stunvanti Devyastave Vede Sangha Karma Upanishade Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyana Vashtita Gatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyanta Virusura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Lift your voices together. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo, Hare Rama, Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. You may take your seats. So at this point in time, we make what we call a sankalp. A sankalp is a declaration or a vow that our dear sister is making that vow today, that she's standing and she's performing these rites and rituals on behalf of the deceased. And I must commend her. You know, many people in this world today, we just like to be critical. Everything is a critic. And we don't look at the value, we don't look at the positive part of anything. Our scripture declares that up to the king of the land, you know who's the king of the land, right? I shouldn't say it, but the prime minister of the country, up to that individual could do your rites and rituals. And if a total stranger could do your rites and rituals, why any members of your family can't do it? Think about it. That is something for us to think about this morning. So this morning, I commend her for standing and performing these rites and rituals this morning. And if you observe, you will see I've asked the family to make a simple body using flour. It's like a ginger man, as we will say. Because of the COVID restrictions, we know that this coffin is sealed. So we don't have access to the body. And I mean, if for the mental aspect of it, you standing in front of a coffin, seeing nothing in front of the coffin, and making offerings, then you do not do it in the right frame of mind. But seeing a body, you feel as though that is the body, and you actually would do it to the better of your ability, not so? So that is the reason why we made this body to represent the body of our dear brother. So at this point in time, as we make that sankalp, once again I ask you to take his correct name in your mind as we make that declaration to the Lord Prabhu, that today we are standing, we are doing the rites and rituals according to our scriptures and not according to the he say and she say and them say. You see, when somebody die, you just hear all kind of things. People will come and say, you ought to do this. And next one say, no, you ought to do that. And everybody have their own say. Lord Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita, let your scriptures be your guide. Let the scriptures be your guide. So Lord, today we are doing everything according to our scriptures, and we beg of you, if we make any mistakes, Prabhu, please forgive us. But we are all doing this in the name of our dear deceased relative, that may that soul be able to become one with you, Lord, never to come back into this world of misery. Hari Om. Om Vishnu Vishnu Adhya Shri Brahmanu Ahim Ye Paradhi Shri Savitra Varaha Kalpe Vaishwatat Manvantare Ashta Vaishwate Tami Kaliyogi Kalipratam Charni Tini Dadeshe Amuk Grami Punya Chetre Bhavatare वातमात यतः नाम सर्वत्रे अमुक यामी अमुक मासे अमुक पक्षे अमुक तिथौ अमुक वसरे अमुक nakshatre amuk yogi amuk karne. Oh dear sister, you take your name as well because you are making the sankalp on behalf of him. Adhya rashi sthite surya amuk rashi sthite shankecha sheshu grahani yata yata rajne stansteshtu amuk gotrasya amuk nam amuk प्रेतस्य अंत्येष्टिकरम अहम करिष्ये प्रेम से बोलो शिव वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. ओम आद्यमुगोत्रस्य मुप्रेतस्य मोति स्थानिशौ निमित्तं स्नानम इति श्री स्नानम मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठिता. Adyamugotrasya mupretasya mustinstanito nimittam snanam istishi chanting maya diyate tau प्रतिष्ठिता. Om Adyamugotrasya mupretasya mustinstanito nimittam snanam gandhavyam maya diyate tau प्रतिष्ठिता. Now we notice when we do Antishti Sanskara, we see the mala is broken. Why? It represents that we have to detach ourselves from the physical aspect of this behavior. Because nothing we can do to bring him back alive. Nothing we can do can bring out his physical form, I should say. Because we all understand as Hindus, we are not the body, we are the soul within this body. And the Krishna declares that the soul is never born and therefore it cannot die. It was here before, it is here now, and it will continue to be. So it is just the physical form that we recognize him to be. That is the body that we are actually setting up. So we have to detach ourselves from this physical form in order for that Atma to make the journey to the hereafter. So we are actually breaking that bond with this individual. Hari Om Adyamugotrasya Mupretasya Moti Stanisha Iti Shri Pushpamala Maya Diyateta Upatishteta. May we all stand once again? I'll ask my brother to join with us in the bhajan of Jai Krishna Hari. Om Adyamugotrasya Mupretasya Murti Stamsa Itishi Deepam Samarpayami Mayadhyati Tavu Patishtata.
Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukiyo ko duka dur kare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो,
और कोई न केवन आया हो,
फिर तू ही मेरा पार करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे, फिर जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। हे कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम राम हरे हरे।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. So at this point in time, I think a member of the family would like to say a few words, make it very brief. Because of the COVID call, we have to leave here very shortly. So I ask that member to come forward now, as they will just say a few words on behalf of the family.
Sitaram, good morning. Respected, devoted Panditji, I was taken by surprise this morning, but nevertheless, Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. As far as the deceased, Dhanesar Dookoo, to the family, my deepest condolences. Who was Dhanesar? An individual just like us, moving around in the busy world. And as Panditji say, life is so short. And with him, I had that personal experience, because I was there with him each step and everywhere in the last week. And I couldn't believe that he was gone in such a short space of time. As far as the relation to him, I am one of his Sarobai. We grew up in the same village, but as because of the age difference, we didn't hang out together. But because I was missing for 30-something years in action in the village. But I really got to know him in the last 3 years. And I can say this much. He was a very kind, generous person, and a community person. Right. We play cricket together. Every Sunday morning he would come. He would be the first one to come out. And we play on the road. He would sweep the road and make sure the area is clean and everything. But may his soul rest in peace. Jai Krishna Bhagwan ki jai.
Acha boliye Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. If I may just leave a short message with you before we wrap things up. There's a beautiful prayer that is be playing on radio every single day. I don't know how many of you heard the prayer, but the prayer goes like this. You don't know what you have until it's gone. You know, that's a reality. Today, let this situation and this moment be a life learning lesson for each and every one of us. For life is too short, and too often we take life for granted. Many a times while people are alive, we're not living well with each other. And the day they die, we hold our head and ball and say, Baba, if I only knew, I would have do this and I would have do that. And it's always if I know. My simple lesson this morning, if you don't want to live in regret, do all the good you can for all the persons you can for as long as you can. Do all the good you can for all the persons you can for as long as you can. While people are alive, you don't giving them a plate of food. But the day they shaving and the bandhara, oh God. Baba, my mother did like this, and my father did like this. All people alive, you're not taking the tally and doing the arty. But the day of the funeral is line from here to Toko. I want to do arty. Imagine you're standing in front of this coffin and you're doing the arty. And Papa raised his hand to bless us. You know what's going to happen? The word is Baba size, when it comes to those things that could run. That is bhoot, that is zombie. The time to get their blessing is while they are alive. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. This pandemic has come and taken so many people throughout the world. Let it be a lesson for you and I to appreciate what you have. Because today we are here and we do not know what tomorrow has in store. How many persons went to bed last night and did not get up this morning to see that next sunrise? How many of us may go to bed tonight and may not be able to see tomorrow? So my simple message to you, let us change our life. Let us use this information to bring transformation. Don't wait till your cremation and then it is your intention to get this education. The time for transformation and change is now, because life is too short and too often we take life for granted. Let us just join in one simple chant as we are about to close. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं जैसे शबरी के जैसे बुलाते नहीं जैसे शबरी के जैसे बुलाते नहीं everybody ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि ओम अनादिधेधनो देवा शंख चक्र गदाधर अक्षय पुंडरीकाक्षय प्रेत मोक्ष प्रदोद्भवा. Recite after me, because they say the best pandit could come, the best groups could come night after night. It doesn't help us much as what the immediate relatives and friends can say from their own lips as a prayer on behalf of the deceased. So recite after me. Om, Gita, Ganga, Cha, Gayatri, Sita, Satya, Saraswati, Brahm, Vidya, Brahmvali, Trisandhya, Mukti, Gehini, Adhamatra, Chidananda, Bhav Agni, Bhaya, Nashani, Vedatrayi, Para Ananta, Tattvarta, Jnana, Manjari. Om Gita Ganga Cha Gayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahm Vidya Brahmvaliti Sandhya Mukti Gehini Adhamatra Chidananda Bhavagni Bhayanashini Vedatrayi Parananta Tattvarta Jnana Manjari Jo Dhyave Phal Pave दुख दिन से मन का स्वामी दुख दिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का. बोलो Om Jai Jagadesha Hare. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva 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 Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Tvameva Sarvam Jyoti Bindhu Paramatma Se Ei Meri Atma Ab Chal Kar Le Milan Paramananda ka Anubhava kar tu Dhanya bana jivan Jyoti Bindhu Paramatma Se Ei Meri Atma Ab Chal Kar Le Milan Ab Chal Kar Le Milan Ab Chal. May that soul find peace. May each and every one of us find peace within our hearts and within our homes. May there be peace in this community. May there be peace in the country. And may there be peace in the world. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Ram Nam. Oh, fair flowers. So I'll just leave 2 minutes open. Anyone who have now arrived, I see my good friends are outside here, and they want to come and just offer us flowers, a simple flower, can do so. We have 2 minutes and then we'll wrap up. We are going to the Lacan Carrier Cremation site in Felicity, but I think we are passing through Carney Savannah Road because I think they're going to stop by the home for a couple of minutes, right? So we're going to do so, but I'm asking the family, I'm begging and pleading to the family, when you make that stop, we are not going to stay very long. Remember, it is COVID, and we have to follow the protocols of the land as well. So that's all I'm asking. Let us not stay too long there, right? Prem Savolo Brindavan Bihari Lal Ki. So anyone wants to come and offer a flower, we have a few minutes to wrap things up. Prem Savolo Brindavan Bihari Lal Ki.
आए भी अकेला, into this world we have come alone, और जाए भी अकेला, and in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, का मेला, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला।
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण, है आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन। देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, कर ले अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु